Thanks for tuning in to LOL with Miss Nikki here at IntellectualRadio.com. Oh my goodness, what a week we've had. First of all, of course, I have to say, rest in peace to Prince Rogers. Nelson, my God, I can't believe there's another one gone. Like Apollonia was last month, Banks. Like we just don't recover before somebody else is gone. And of course, with our weather finally not being so bipolar, the bikes are out. Please watch out for my friends that are on two wheels instead of four. Safety, safety, safety is always first, and they choose those two wheels over four. So please look out for them. Give them the right of way. Be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. And I know you want to know who's here with me, but you're gonna have to wait. So we're gonna get into my sponsors and get yourself ready because you're not gonna want to miss this. By the way, you were listening to Marissa by Machine. So thanks for tuning in to LOL with Miss Nikki here at IntellectualRadio.com.
Turn it up.
Fatiqua Entertainment.
Yeah.
The company that knows how to party. Every event, from weddings to birthdays. We have the DJs and MCs to rock your crowd. We have the sound and light show to make it huge. And we have the talent and experience to always get it right. We are the party experts.
You already know.
Hit him with it.
Fatiqua Entertainment.
Get your insurance policy reviewed. The ladies at American Family Insurance will review and explain policy coverages, limits, and what they mean, so you can be sure you are properly protected exactly as you like and need. The Anna Heron Bassick Agency has been awarded year after year for providing excellent customer service. Whether it's auto, motorcycles, or life and home, Anna's agency deals with them all. Call Anna or Justina today for your free insurance review at 773-794-9200. That's 773-794-9200. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com AH Agency. They speak English, Spanish, and Croatian.
The weekend is near. Your event is around the corner. You need to look your best. Let Marquin Salon help you look good. They create everyday art with their clients' hair. Located at 2157 West Division Street on the southeast corner of Levitt and Division by St. Mary's Hospital. Marquin Salon is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Sundays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and they are closed on Saturdays. Marquin Salon, where first-time customers get 25% off of all services. Like them on Facebook, facebook.com/Marquin Salon, MarQuinSalon. Follow Marquin Salon on Twitter, Instagram, and Google+. To make an appointment, call 773-782-8477. That's 773-782-8477. For questions and info, you can email Marquin Salon at marquinsalon@gmail.com.
Are you looking for cosmetic or reconstructive plastic surgery? Dr. Clark Shirla is a board-certified Chicago plastic surgeon and has worked with surgeons from Northwestern Memorial Hospital, Children's Memorial Hospital, and many others. Contact Northwestern Specialist in Plastic Surgery today and schedule an appointment to see Dr. Shirla about rediscovering your inner beauty and realizing the personal image you have always desired. Call them now at 312-266-6240. That's right, 312-266-6240. Or you can check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/Chicago Plastics.
Your wedding day, a day that you've envisioned in your mind since you were a child. And now that it's becoming a reality, don't risk your once-in-a-lifetime event to a once-in-a-while amateur you found on Craigslist. The entertainment you choose for your special day can either make or break your celebration. You can never redo your wedding. But you can avoid a costly mistake by hiring a true professional. We make every wedding unforgettable. Welcome to Fatiqua Entertainment.
And you're back here with LOL with Miss Nikki here at IntellectualRadio.com. I know y'all been dying to know who I have here. Well, I don't know if y'all remember the famous comedian Tamale Sepp, who does a million things. Well, this is Mac, and she does a million more, right along with Tamale. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, my goodness. Fashion Week, people. 2 words, Fashion Week. She was there. Can you stand it? I only get to see these things on TV, but I actually have a model here with me. Oh, I've made it. I've arrived. So you must tell everything. We got to know. We got to know. I know you've been modeling for a while. When did you start?
Actually, only 2 years ago.
Only 2 years ago. You've been
Yeah.
doing so much, though. You've got pictures like everywhere. It seems like you've got like this span more, way more than 2 years.
I've
You're
been
just everywhere.
hustling. Oh,
Yeah, and they're beautiful pictures, by the way.
Thank you.
I love, and I love like the black, the leather, that leather coat, that
Mm-hmm.
that matrix look at. Oh
Mhm.
man, that was it.
Mhm.
That was. What was it like? What was it like?
Fashion Week?
Yes.
Oh, man. It was basically the culmination of all the hard work. I started out with a Twitter campaign called What is Butch?
Okay.
And Tamale, my partner, she's like, hey, you should tweet back, a picture. So I did, just thinking nothing of it, and I was new to Twitter and everything, and I wasn't modeling yet. And they tweeted back right away, and apparently they were part of another publication called Dapper Q,
Mhm.
as in queer,
Okay.
like being dapper and queer. And Dapper Q said, we want to feature you.
Wow.
Fly out to LA, let's do a photo shoot. And it was a beautiful article, and it was the first one that I had that was like.
So it was like after you came to and you read that, because I would have passed out.
And Tamale and I love LA, so
Yes.
we're looking to move there eventually.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you go near Hermosa Beach, I love it over there.
Okay, yeah.
So I can
Because
come
we want to
visit.
ride year round.
Yes.
We both are on motorcycles.
Yes,
'cause
yes,
she's
yes.
a woman of her. She's got her own bike.
That bike is bad.
Oh, it's just as big as mine.
I see her out there and she's
Yeah.
just like, she is in charge.
And I hate to admit it, but she had a bigger bike than I did at first.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I know you were like, that's it.
No, I got to upgrade.
Yes, we got to fix this problem. I am so envious of people who can ride. I don't know how to ride. I keep saying every year, I'm going to take the class and do it.
Well, we're not born
Just-
knowing. We take a riding course.
Yeah. And
I would love to teach.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to figure it out so that way my husband can be like, what? Now we definitely have to buy a bike because he's
Yeah.
always like, I want to hire me.
Parking is a dream.
I know you guys can fit anywhere.
Any of those half car length spots.
It's amazing.
Yours. No one else.
See, yeah, see, honey, this is why another reason to the list. But when you started modeling, like, how did you get in it? Did you? Because first of all, let me tell you, I've tried to tweet people. I am somebody's grandmother. I can't tweet. I think I'm tweeting people. Nobody gets my messages. I don't know where they go. They go where the one socks end up. So how did it all begin for you to start modeling? Because it's hard enough to be a woman and trying to get into the business, but you're breaking a barrier.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's amazing what you're doing. So how are you?
Growing up, I knew I wasn't an ugly person, but man, I never fit into the binary of like strict female, strict male. But in my personal life, I identify as female. But in the modeling world, you are kind of forced to pick one, usually. And recently, in the last 2 years, actually, the whole beginning of it started with my partner. When we started dating, she's adventurous. She's a performer. She's a comedian. She's just amazing. And I actually, as a police officer, worked night shift for 7 years. And I have a music degree in music
That's the other
education and
thing.
trumpet. So
Yeah, that's why I'm like, when do you sleep? 'Cause
My-
you have this life.
and my creative side was really getting hidden down. I enjoy my job, but it was more of the economy that got me in that route. I really do like being a police officer because I'm the good ones. I'm one of the good ones.
Thank
Hear
God.
me. Hear me.
Thank God.
I fight every day so hard to
I can't
correct
imagine.
other officers that, no. And, and it's hard.
Oh, I
There
can
are
imagine.
so many times I want to hang up my coat and just go back to teaching, because it's so hard,
What did you teach?
music education,
Awesome.
band and orchestra.
I
K
actually
through 12.
was first chair flute in grammar school. People.
Yeah.
Yes, I was. Didn't go to band camp.
Yeah.
Let's end that rumor right now. There was no
Yeah.
band camp for Miss Nikki. No. But, but no, I do love all music, anything from classical. I mean, when my daughter hears me playing, oh my God, what is my girl? Why can't I not think of it? I see her in front of me. I can't think of her name. But anyway, she was a jazz singer, Billie Holiday.
Oh, yeah.
That's when my daughter's like, oh, mom's had a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get the White Zinfandel and we'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love all music. And I think it's fascinating that you picked the trumpet.
Yeah.
That is such an amazing instrument to hear somebody play because it's just it's soulful. It's very soulful.
It's very versatile too. If I need to, I can do weddings and classical, but
That's
I
amazing.
prefer, jazz and provide. When I went to Central Michigan University for college, I actually got a trumpet scholarship. And I played classical, but my heart was definitely more in jazz. And as a freshman, I made the top jazz band.
That's awesome.
So that was unheard of, and that was really cool.
That's awesome. I think the last time I saw a jazz like literal performance like at a music hall was Pancho Sanchez, Arturo Sandoval, and Tito Puente.
Yes.
That was the best jazz show I had seen in I don't know how long. That's amazing.
There's a song called Puffy Taco. It is fantastic. Written by, I think it's Victor. What is it? Tito. Yeah.
Tito Puente.
I believe. Yeah. I might be quoting that wrong. I apologize. It's been
I'll
so
Google
long.
it.
As a band director, I should know this, but I've been out of it for 10 years. So,
oh my goodness.
As far as being a band director, I still play,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
But like, as you were saying before, how did I get into the modeling? It's because I was just like, what can I, because gigging at night is when you get to play.
Sure.
But if you work nights 6 days a week,
right, you're missing the gigs.
You can't be at those gigs, and that's really rough.
And it's hard. You can't support your other players too. You can't go see them.
And I'm part of like a big band usually, or the Lakeside Pride LGBT band.
Nice.
My Heart and Soul. They are the first band I ever met here in Chicago, and they took me in, and they have a marching band. They have a jazz band.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Detroit area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chesterfield, Michigan.
All right.
Mount Clemens.
All right. So, man, I'm telling you, you came and like dove in, and I'm telling you and Tamale, my God, like I don't know when either one of you sleep. She performed last night. Like I'm looking at your guys' schedule. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, like these guys don't ever get any rest. How do they do it?
We choose it though. We definitely do. Like we love it.
But you guys are amazing. Everybody needs to see your act one way or another, whether it's music, whether it's her comedy, whether like to see you model. Like to see you model was amazing. Like I love the fact that you were just. It was so you owned it. Like you could see in the pictures, you owned that day.
Thank you.
Like how did it feel on that runway? Like to feel like you
yeah. And the particular walk fashion work, New York Fashion Week in February was I think it was Valentine's weekend actually. When I was there, I actually was the only androgynous model, meaning you really can't tell if I'm male or female. You're just like, that person's good looking. That human is good looking. And that's the point. I want people to go beyond gender.
And I think that is so huge considering the passing of David Bowie and Iggy Pop.
Oh, yeah.
Now with Prince. I mean, I'm sorry. Prince could have looked like a woman in a heartbeat with some rollers. He could have got it. I love me some Prince. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Everybody was like, if you had a choice between Michael Jackson and Prince, because I grew up on them, I was like, oh, it's Prince all day long. He can wear the pantyhose. I don't care. Like, that's fine. Like, I mean, he just had that. He was just so sensual. It was something about him. Like, he was a mean point guard on top of, he was famous for his basketball.
Really?
High school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's really true. Like, that's why I laugh when they did the Chappelle thing about the basketball. That's actually, he played. So, yeah.
That's great.
I don't know. Maybe it's the music factor. Hearing somebody that's able to play like sexy music to you, and that just, there was a guy I worked with over the weekend who played saxophone at this comedy show that I did, and he played Gato Barriere, that song that they always used to play on WNUA. Like I can't remember the name of the song, but if you heard it, you know it. Okay, and he could have had a hump on his back. Every woman in the room would have walked out with him. I mean, he knew how to play that saxophone. It was sexy. They were like, "You're coming on with me, son."
Automatically makes you look hot.
I'm telling you. So I can imagine being able to, own the fashion, play the music. I mean, Tamale, she cashed in.
And the crazy thing
got
is,
the lottery ticket.
We're just being ourselves.
But you were blessed with those gifts. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what you love, your passion.
Yeah.
And it really shines through with what you do. So I mean, how often do you get to play trumpet?
I play at least twice a week. I actually have a very close friend of mine to thank, Matt Griffo. He's a comedic genius. I hate to describe him this way, but it's the best way I can if you haven't checked him out yet. He's like the modern day Weird Al, but way better. sorry, Weird Al. But like he actually composes all of his own original music.
That's amazing.
He doesn't do knockoffs or anything and make fun of it. His music is hilarious. It relates to anyone, no matter who you are.
That's awesome.
You have to check out Matt Griffo, Griffo.
You got to tag me with him so I can look him up and my fans can check him out.
It's a matter of time before this man is
blows
famous.
up.
He's amazing. He actually didn't even go to college for music, but I did. So I can say that his level of musicianship and talent is
Wow.
way more than most people who graduate with a degree. And I'm so proud of him. He's younger than me. I think he's 30 now.
Oh, wow.
But he's hilarious. He's so warm. He treats all of his musicians with such respect, you know. And
Now, do you write music as well, or?
No, not really.
No.
The only thing I would be doing is improvising on trumpet. So
Gotcha.
Matt doesn't write out music. He usually just plays everything by ear. So I gotta kind of adapt, which is a little tricky because I come from a formal background of music where I am given sheet music.
Sure.
And I can sight read it, but he's just like old fashioned jazz musician, like back in the day when they just played.
He knew how to
just
get
by
in.
ear, and that's
I'm always amazed with that.
Yeah, that's called perfect pitch, which most of us don't have.
I missed that line because my mom, for the longest that she was on me to practice, and I was just like, Mom, this isn't in me. This really isn't. Like, it looked like a good idea on paper. No, this isn't. I did piano and flute, and like I said, it was, if I play Baby Elephant one more time, woo, that's like, that and Cats. You know, remember the theme from Cats? Like, that was it. Yeah, can't do it. But no, it's just amazing to see what you and Tamale do. Like, you guys just throw caution to the wind. That's why I wrote that comment on the video. I was like, two amazing people that are my friends that I can honestly say, you know, you guys took it to a whole nother level with please and thank you. Like, I did not expect that. Like, how do you guys get into fire eating together?
You know, Tamale, she's the brains behind it. She is a magical
How did
creature.
the conversation though? I mean,
she actually is one of the very first people to really do fire eating in Chicago, like back in the day, like 10, 12 years ago, when there were full moon jams and like 10 people were there. Now it's like hundreds, right?
Wow.
That can do it, but she was one of the forerunners. And she would spin poi, you know, where it's on the chain.
Yeah.
And it's like very big balls of Kevlar material, and then you dip it into the camp fuel and you light it and you do all this. Like,
you guys have a trust like no other, because I'm looking at this video and all I can think of, first of all, how did she convince you to be her partner in this?
Oh, girl, I was like, sure. And then when we actually got down to it, thankfully, you know, as funny as it is, you know, we're Tamale and safety third is what we're called because we're dealing with fire. But seriously, we're very, very safe about it. She has actual fire insurance and everything.
Oh my God.
And we learn from people who make a living doing it.
Because I'm just picturing you two in a bathtub, like, okay, so this is what's gonna happen.
Here's our safety.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and we actually have a person called the safety that's not doing fire, but they're with us, and they can literally throw over the wet towel over your face and so forth, and always have water nearby. And
oh my God,
it's a whole thing. You gotta make sure your ceilings are towel. And you know, we actually took a decent amount of time to have private lessons with friends who were willing to teach us, which was really generous of them.
can imagine.
But they are very good at their art, and they would teach us like technique, just the same way I would teach someone how to play trumpet. You know,
oh my God,
there's a whole it wasn't haphazard.
Oh,
it was very like breathe in, because you have to take in all the air to make sure that when you're bringing the fire in, there's no air to take in, because if you breathe fire, you actually
breathe it in
your lungs. So you gotta go.
Oh my God, you're hearing this, Earl? See, this is not easy.
So you can't take any more air in, and that way you don't swallow any fire for real.
Oh my gosh.
And really the trick of it is that the fuel burns off, not you.
Okay, so there's no like you having to worry.
You feel the heat, but it's not in a way that it's actually burning you. It's actually burning off the fuel first. And one of the best places to put fuel is your tongue, because it's the most porous part of your body. So.
Oh wow. Oh my God. I just wanted to be like the backup dancers that were holding the fire, because that outfit was bad. Like I was loving that. I was like, I could do that, but no, I can't. I'm clumsy.
The hardest part is getting over the initial, there's fire in my face, you know.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I can't imagine you're seeing this big, huge flame. It's like, God, I'm about to do what?
Yep.
But when you two pass, y'all got to see this video.
Oh,
Seven Deadly Sins video. It's on her page. It's on my page.
We don't know of anyone else in Chicago, at least.
They like kissed fire, and then you guys like threw fire at each other. Like
no, we didn't throw it.
It looked like you were throwing it.
Oh, you know what?
Part of the video where, like,
that's another little smoke and mirrors.
Okay.
There's something called flash paper.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, they throwing fire. They're doing like Dragon Ball Z stuff. They doing all kind of crazy. It was bad. And the music.
Oh, it's all Tamale. I'm telling you.
When I heard the song, I was like, this girl here. I knew it had to be her. I knew when I heard the song, I was like, that's her.
I'm just along for the ride. She's the amazing one.
I need a webcam to follow you two, because I swear you guys are amazing.
You know, it's funny you say that. We are, we have Bikes and Mics as an MICS. Our motorcycle group, no patches, no dues.
Nice.
All inclusive, all gender. colors, all
Nice.
that, and we rode in the Pride Parade last year.
Yay.
We were the cosplay Mad Max theme.
Oh, were you? Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
And we're riding again this year, a different theme, but we're all going to be dressed up. We'll just say that.
Yay.
And yeah.
I'm excited.
But we're
excited.
looking to Periscope it.
Okay.
You know, so people can know what it's like to
Yes.
be right in it.
That's
and so it's
awesome.
funny you say bring your camera around, follow us. We're looking to do that.
That's
you know?
awesome. That's awesome. I think it's fantastic, the things that you're doing. I mean, what you're doing within the community itself. I mean, you guys, like I said, throw caution to the wind. It's like you guys just do not care what anybody has to think. This is your life. Either
Well,
you
we
ride.
do, but we just
No,
try
but
to.
I think you guys are more
yeah.
like you either ride with us or you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like it's
Mhm.
something that you carry as a, oh my God, I wish everybody accepted me. Because you guys know it's not going to be that way.
No.
You know what I mean? But you guys are out there, you're having fun, you're having a good time. And why not? As you should. And I say, carry on. My goodness. I'm excited to see what the future holds for you guys. My goodness.
I know.
Like you guys are insane. Like you guys go to LA, it's over. Like it is just over. Because I don't think there's anything like that out there. Like what you guys are doing.
I don't know until we get there. You know, a part of me just wants to go now, but I'm also a real big financial stable kind of person. Like I have a good job, you know, and I really appreciate it and like it, but I also know I'm meant for more. So,
yeah. Would you go back to teaching trumpet, you think?
I would. You know, the whole thing that got me out of teaching, to make it quick, is that the economy, when I graduated college in 2004 in Michigan, I went to interviews and there were over like 200 people there for that one band director job. You know?
Wow.
Then I ended up getting my first job in Illinois. That's what got me here in the first place.
Mhm.
Way out in Hinckley, little town
Wow.
of Hinckley. And it's funny, my students that I had back in 2005, they're all like out of college now, which is amazing. Like
Wow.
even my youngest, the 5th graders, they would be already graduated by now. Yeah.
Wow, that's
and that's
crazy.
amazing. And a shout out to them if they remember.
So what do you
me.
guys have coming up that we can talk about and put out there, and how can people find you?
Sure. So our next to do is May 14th. Yes, we'll be in Toronto.
Oh wow.
So basically, it's a queer fashion show per se. I believe the theme is Superbook. That's exciting.
That's exciting.
I think it's the first of that show, maybe, that running. I could be wrong, and I apologize if I'm wrong. But it'll be something international I can put on my.
Yay.
Yeah.
And how can people find you? Because I know you have Instagram, you got Twitter, you got Facebook.
I'm on all of it.
Tell everybody and you.
Deal, and it's.
I never know how to pronounce it. Is deal?
Yeah,
Okay.
like give me a deal.
Deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my mother's maiden name.
Oh, okay.
It's a made up name because as I'm in law enforcement, I can't keep the two the same.
Yeah.
I wish I could, but it's just the way it is. And also for organizing purposes, it's nice to have a show name.
Yeah, right. Like your
Yeah.
stage name.
Yeah. But you can MACKDIHLE. It's yeah.
You learn something new every day. And all her stuff, anything upcoming, I'm gonna have her check so I can have it on the LOL Miss Nikki page, and you all can keep following and see what she does. Because I'm telling you, the photos from Fashion Week were insane. That video to die was amazing. You guys have so much coming up. And actually, I got a request that we need to bring Tamale back because of the fire. We want to see her do it here in studio.
Okay.
So
if you're cool with that, yeah.
They're cool with that. I already got the okay. So Tamale, Tams, you know what time it is, girl.
We'll bring a third friend for safety.
Yes, we will. But I just thought, man, that video had me. That was some sexy stuff. If you single, don't watch it. You need a partner, because boy, howdy, that is a hot video when I tell you. Woo! I watched. I was like, good Lord. It was so amazing though. But and I think what made it even close, because I know you two, and it was just like, it wasn't like work. It was like you guys were like having a good, like, this is what goes on at home. Like, this is what I'm thinking to myself. Like, she probably does do all this crazy at home. Like, they have this whole setup. It's a big to do. This is the romance. Like,
yeah. We don't do it. We now live together, and I'm in a high rise, so that would be really bad.
No fire there. Can't.
Yeah, and I live right on the lake, on Lake Michigan, so the wind is actually really bad. You want no wind, basically.
Well, yeah.
It'll bend the flame sideways, and then it will actually go across your face. You want the flame to always be straight up and down.
Now, was that a drag king show, or no?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Because I've seen a few drag king shows. My husband and I used to work for Dollhouse, so we used to see the drag king shows. I'll see the karaoke stuff and whatnot. So it's really cool. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, you need to check it out. I'm telling you, This girl is going places. You're gonna want to follow this model. Trust me when I tell you. And her music, everything. Like she's the total package. What can I tell you?
And check out the brands that I represent. They're amazing. They're made to fit people of, masculine left center, trans men, butch women, or any human who is smaller and wants to look dapper.
Okay.
But the traditional men's clothing do not fit them. So that's the whole point of the fashion show in Toronto. You've got designs gender neutral shoes.
Oh, wow.
And it's a whole formula that they make to make it so everyone can fit. Because there's lots of men who are only a 6.5 in a men's shoe, and they have to go to the kids section. How stupid is that?
Yeah.
Just because they're smaller, So they actually make a fantastic shoe. Like if you want to see a dapper, amazing leather masterpiece, look at Nick Casey.
We got to check that out.
Nikkacacy.
Got to check it out.
And Sharp Suiting with an E, Sharp.
Okay, Sharp Suiting with an E.
Tailors use, I think it's anthropometrics to, use a man's formula of body to fit to
relate
them. And
for a female.
Yeah.
That's
so what they
amazing.
make is andropometrics. That's
okay.
Copyrighted for them. So anyway.
So yeah, we got to check out those labels. We got to check out MAC. We got to check out everything that's going on because
please do.
Trust me, if you're going to be in Canada in May, you're going to want to see this show. So what I always say every time we end this show, laugh till you cry or cry till you laugh. But either way, you must do it. And Machine is going to take us away. And keep tuning in to IntellectualRadio.com where we're constantly feeding the brain. See you next time.
Marisa, you're only a kiss away. Marisa, how long will it take? Marisa, you're only a kiss away. Marisa, how long will it take?
Hey baby, I should have told you long ago that baby, I think you're wonderful.